Tonight we're back here at the library in the House of Thrillers, and I'm planning on doing a reading of chapter 28. Kind of take you guys through the process, and you can see what I do behind the scenes as far as reading the novel, the actual writing of it. I go in later and do the editing, but I've got a couple of things set up here tonight. Kind of kill two birds with one stone, and I just wanted to come on and see how everybody was doing tonight. I know that a lot of us are cooped up and just trying to find things to do to keep our mind occupied, our minds on something else. But just like you guys, encourage you guys to hang in there and, just know that we'll all get through this. At any rate, I've got my lapel mic on as well, working here with my Blue Yeti. And check. Skus, 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 skus. Check. Check. Yeah, let's see here. I'm pretty good to go. Camera looks good. Got a nice little overhead angle. Y'all see what's different about my next video. I got a new studio back here, and just kind of real excited to get some of this stuff rolling. I know it's late. A lot of you guys don't hit the sack, and some of us insomnias out here just trying to. Welcome to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully. So like I said, I'm going to be reading chapter 28, and some of you guys have been following along with the story. You may or may not know where we're at. This is my Book Dutch coffee shop. Let's see here. Looks good. Alright, it says my camera is running live. So usually at this point, I try to make sure that my mic's all set up good, and I can kind of get into a flow of reading. And for a lot of you guys out there that are creators yourself, and some of you guys use bullet points, some of y'all use scripts, but just know that when you film, like above me over here, I've got my other camera set up. Just know when you film that you want to film for the edit, so you don't have to get it all right on one take. I mean, sometimes I'll say my lines 3 or 4 times until I get it right. And you always might want to double check that you wipe your little eye hole off on your camera, and that everything's running, so you don't have to do an extra take. Yeah, things have been going pretty well. We've had a lot of growth on the channel, and trying to reel in some of these ideas and see where to take things next. But yeah, let me go ahead and start reading a little bit. It usually takes me about 10 or 15 minutes to do this. So, we're over in chapter 28. So let me see here. Chapter 27. I'm surprised nobody come in there. Now, like I said, you're going to get a little bit better version of this when I publish it tomorrow or the next day. I'll get the editing done and then put that up there for you guys. And anyway. Now, before I start reading, I do have to do my intro, and I kind of know that by heart. So, you guys ought to be able to explain what your channel's about in one sentence, basically. So y'all bear with me here for a minute. I'd like to welcome you to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Yes, I read my novels with sound effects and B-roll that goes along with the story. So if you like books on tape with a twist, stick around. Subscribe to the channel. It's that little red button below the video. And if you're on a phone, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Today, we're going to be reading chapter 28. So buckle your seatbelt. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side. So now, I'll cut an intro in there and then, come back and just start with my work. And, if you guys come in, y'all just sit back and relax. I'm going to be reading here for a couple of minutes. And, Chapter 28. William Dempsey dated Natalie Bowman in the 9th grade. She was one of those popular Southern girls, church-going, always dressed appropriately, hair perfect, nails manicured, big bright cheerleader smile. Tennis lessons on the weekends, just the girl for him, or so he had thought. During their 3 years together, he had often pictured himself settling down and starting a family with Natalie, until the day he saw her kissing Lance McComb, the star quarterback at Long Beach High School. William was devastated. He remembered the pain he'd gone through. William also wondered if his life would have been different if his father and brother had been around to give him advice on the ladies. "I'm sure I could use some right now," he told himself. Femke kept looking at him with this exotic blue-eyed stare from the heavens. She definitely reminded him of Natalie, except for the fact that Natalie had gotten pregnant during her senior year. Poor Lance. Timon de Boer noticed Femke flirting with William. He pulled the lad over to the side and said, "I must warn you, William. She may try to seduce you." No, he's got to be joking, William thought, trying not to look in the model's direction. He could feel her eyes upon him. "Klaus is always hoffing to fight with the Femke," Timon whispered in William's ear. "Between you and me, I believe she has been with many of the boys in Tenosion." William didn't know what to say, so he stammered, I guess I'll have to keep my eye out for her." Timon turned to Augustino and said something in Dutch. One of the words sounded like coffee to William. He watched as the black man snapped to attention. "Yes, boss. Coffee straks right away." The words came out crisp, each word pronounced to its fullest, leaving him with a snappish dialect. William said, "Man, he sounds pretty wild." "Augustino speaks a combination of the languages. Originally, he comes from the Mozambique in Africa. He has been in Holland for many years." The old Don pulled out a bag of weed and began making a joint. "First we have the coffee, then we talk to the Femke around." William asked, "You can smoke in here?" "Natuurlijk, it is normal, eh? You cannot buy in the pub, no? But you may smoke. Each place is different, you must ask. Some places it is verboten." Augustino Macaringue returned with the 3 miniature cups of coffee and set them down on the bar in front of him. "Alsjeblieft," he said. William looked at Augustino and said to himself, "Dang, he sounds like that black man who used to do the old 7-Up commercials. The one with the white teeth and deep voice, with that laugh. Ha 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 ha." After Timo rolled a joint and held it up for all to see, William grinned like an actor auditioning for a toothpaste commercial. He said, "Fire that thing up." "Ooh, lekker," Femke clucked. As the spliff made its way around the circle, a heady aroma surrounded them. "It is good shit, boss," said Augustino. "Ik ben heel..." Oh, sorry. "Ik ben hailstone," Femke said. William gave the joint a few puffs. He had already smoked the strong weed with Timo back at the farm, so he had grown somewhat used to it. Augustino turned to William and said, "You like the Dutch smoke?" William handed him the joint. "Oh, yeah." Augustino said, "Where did you say you were coming from?" "Orlando, Florida," William pretended. "You know, Disney World." "I have heard of this place," the African replied. "Mickey Mouse, yes?" "That's right," William said. Femke ducked her head in and said, "So fun it would be. I have always wanted to go to the Disney World." To William, then Augustino said, "Is this your first time in Holland?" Bloody hell, he thought. Do all Americans look alike? The young lad is the splitting image of Hunt, and the whiteys say we all look alike. "I've never been even out of the States before," William said. The black man took notice of the clock on the wall. "I must open the pub now. I will see you later." "Okay," William said. "It's nice to meet you." Strange people entered the pub by the minute. Before long, every table, bar stool, and cranny was occupied. Timo switched from coffee to a beer called Hoegaarden, a Belgian non-filtered white brew made with wheat, coriander, and orange peel. "Now we have a real drink, William." William said okay, took the beer and sipped it at the foamy substance. "Not bad," he said. "It is a real beer, William. I find the taste is very nice." More customers continued to march into the pub by the minute. Timo seemed to know everyone. People came up and introduced themselves to William, who now had 8 beers lined up on the bar in a semicircle. "Damn," he said to himself, "if I drink all these, they're going to have to carry me out of here on a stretcher." The alcohol content was high, he had been told, more than 5%. The pot had caught up with him, too. "Here we go again," William thought. "You must watch out," Augustino told him. "The alcohol will knock you down." William let out a belch that would make any redneck in Harrison County proud. He said, somewhat slurring his words, "You telling me? Shit, the fucking weed's good, too." Through a mouthful of white teeth, the African laughed. "It takes some time to become used to the life." William looked over the room and noticed the Dutch girl, Femke, at the foosball tables, hanging out with some pretty girls. None of them could have been more than 16 or 17. He also noticed that the females were nodding in his direction, especially Femke, who seemed to control everyone around her. "Oh, hell," William said inwardly. "You know this girl's nothing but trouble." Timon backhanded the young American lightly on the chest. "I must leave you now. Stay by to Femke until Klaus comes." Great, William thought. Now what am I going to do? To Timo, then he said, "Thanks for everything." "It is not a problem," the Dutchman said. "We shall meet again soon, William." "You are to follow me now." "I'm sorry, Femke." You are to follow me now, William heard the model say from behind. I show you the way. Damn, she doesn't waste any time, William shot. Team Hunter, God help me, look. The model grabbed William's hand and led him out of the pub through a side entrance. A decrepit staircase stood before them. Dirty plates and empty beer bottles covered the steps. The incline smelled like rotting carcass. As he followed Femke up the flight, creaks and moans, noises you hear on an old ship at sea, called back to them. Upstairs, William noticed the hall divided into various rooms and an exit sign that dangled perilously from a wire above a fire escape. Upstairs, William noticed the hall divided into various rooms and an exit sign that dangled perilously from a wire above a fire escape. This is the room from you, Femke said, pointing to her left. She pushed the door open to what appeared to be an old closet. William took about 3 seconds to say, well, it's not the Hilton. So you guys, I'm right in the middle of a reading, and I have my other camera recording right now, so I'm taking you guys through the process partly of how I make my videos, and I'll get back to the chat here in just a minute, but I'd like to welcome you guys in and hear a little bit of behind the scenes action going on, something maybe to take your mind off all the stuff going on in the world right now, take you to a different place. But let me go ahead and continue because I've got a camera going up top over here. And the model cocked her head sideways and said, sorry, I do not speak such good English sometimes. William looked at Femke. Comically, he said, oh, it's nothing. Is it not so beautiful, no? Let me see something here. Did I skip a whole page? So she's brought him up to his room, and this is actually kind of what happened when I moved to Holland. But she says, this is the room from you. And then he says it was not the Hilton. And yeah, she doesn't really get what he's saying, so she's like, sorry, I do not speak such good English sometimes. Oh, shit. Let me see here. What's you guys up to? Hunter. No, oh my God. It is live. Oh, man, right? William looked at Femke. Comically, he said, oh, it's nothing. And she said, is it? Okay. And then William says to her, I need to take a shower. Oh, my God. Oh, you guys up to? Y'all tripping me out. Welcome to the House of Thrillers. Okay, anyway, let me get back here. Finally, the model said, oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, I show you the way. I show you the way. She led him to a room full of mildew. We call it the douche. Privately, William said, I guess it's a community bathroom. He thanked Femke and shut the door behind him. He heard the model scuttle off down the hallway. After doing the duty, he wondered how to flush the commode. Following a frantic search, William spotted a cord hanging above his head. He winced as he tugged on the chain, sighed when he heard the loud gurgling sound of water. He looked around the bathroom covered in filth and wished for a canister or comet. The lavatory appeared to have been thoroughly neglected for years. The shower was nothing special, a stainless steel enclosure with a plastic curtain. To make matters worse, William had to wrestle with the shower knobs for a few minutes in order to obtain a suitable temperature. As he stood drying his naked body, the model walked in on him, no knocks, no nothing. I was afraid she might try something like this. You are so wide, she told him. What'd she say? Wide? Like broad-shouldered? He just stood there dumbstruck, stark naked, with a fluffy blue towel in her hand. Femke van der Waal said, Als je het nodig hebt, dit is voor jou. Thanks, William said, taking the towel. Alsjeblieft, Femke shot back. She may try to seduce you, William. She may try to seduce you. Timo's words were resonating in his head. Femke flirted with her eyes. I have the coffee made. Would you like one cup? A cup of coffee, sure, William said. Just give me a minute. I'll be right out. Let me just get my things together. You come when you have ready done, she said, strutting off. You come when you have ready done, she said, strutting off. William slowly threw on a pair of Levi's and a flannel shirt, thinking about what she might try to do, and headed down the hall. He was in a daze. Saw the half-open door to Femke's room. When he neared the entrance, he was stunned. The model was leaning over, laboriously attempting to wedge on a pair of jeans. Oh, shit, William said to himself, not believing his eyes. Femke van der Waal, who waited for the American to open the bathroom door before beginning her act, she let out grunts of frustration. In her peripheral vision, she saw that William was hesitant in his steps, almost too shy to approach. In an effort to finagle her right butt cheek into her jeans, she twisted to one side, displaying her sexy tattoo. Through a crack in the door to Femke's room, William noticed the tattoo on her left ass cheek, a dagger with a rose wrapped around it. He rapped lightly on the door, trying not to look, and saw Femke's pretty face staring upside down at him between her legs. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, she said from the bent-over position. I've not to see you come. Yeah, right, William thought. Just like Timo said, she's trying. You come inside now. Her voice was deliberate. Yeah, we have the coffee, okay? William took a seat and watched as she poured 2 mugs. Femke set the pot back down, lifted the sugar bowl, and delicately scooped brown, lumpy crystals into each cup. Anyway, he's met up with this girl in Holland, and she's like, oh, sorry, my English is not so good sometimes. It is first time for you coming to Holland. First time in a foreign country ever, William told her gently. You like Holland, yeah? If all the girls like you, hell yeah, he thought. He, however, said, yes, I do. They drank coffee for a while, talked about the differences between Holland and America. William wondered if she comprehended half of what he told her. Oddly, Femke kept looking out the window, flapping the marijuana branches aside. She sipped at her coffee frequently, smiled a lot when she could find the English words to fill her thoughts. She was so damn beautiful, he couldn't stand it. Her lips, her face, her skin, everything. As she moved her mouth, William couldn't help but wonder what it was like to be with someone like Femke van der Waal. She was just as pretty as those girls in the Victoria's Secret magazines. So you come for the vacation, Don? Femke brushed her warm brown hair behind her ears. Her blue eyes glittered. Yeah, I just got out of high school last year, William told her. My parents came here a long time ago on their honeymoon. When they were here, they met Timo and became good friends. Through the years, everyone stayed in touch. My mama's been trying to get me to come over here for a while. So I figure I'll finally take my European vacation. How long time will you stay in Holland? I'll be here for a while, but I'm planning to go see some other things. The model reached over and retrieved her stash. The goods on the table next to her, and the model reached over and retrieved her stash. She set the goods on the table next to her cup, looked up at the American and said, "Shall we have a smoke?" "Sure," William said, thinking it was a normal activity wherever you went, except for those places Timo kept warning him about. Well, whatever, he'd figure that out later. After the two of them polished off a joint, William said, So you've known Timo for a long time, then?" Femke van der Waal had a proud look on her face. She said, "Timo, ja, long time we have known, since I was little girl. I really like him. He's an incredibly nice person. A good man for the peoples, Timo is." Both of them were startled when the door opened. Femke looked up and saw her lover framed in the doorway. Klaus had caught them by surprise. To the rock star gangster, she said, "Klaus, I didn't hear you coming up." William wondered what Femke said to the grunt. So he said that in Dutch, yeah, okay. William wondered what Femke said to the grungy-looking mobster who stood there with a menacing look on his face, one that said, "What the fuck is going on here?" William recalled seeing the blonde Dutchman in the road. Somehow Klaus looked different now, vulnerable in front of his girlfriend. William wondered right away how much animosity stood between the two lovebirds. The long-haired blonde gangster from the road and the bitch from hell. And this is the point, you guys, where I do the ending of my video, and here it goes. So y'all, I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just going to do the end of my video, which is running above me. If you like the video tonight, if you enjoyed the video tonight, don't forget to hit the like and leave a comment down below. Or over here, full reading a Dutch coffee shop, or down here at that little picture of me, subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you on the other side. So you guys, that was me ending my, let me leave those on, ending my video. And sorry I haven't been able to keep up with the chat, but it took me 27 minutes to read just part of chapter 28. And as you can tell, I probably need some water, a sip of coffee here. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Hope. And after you get done, I mean, some of you guys know this from making your own videos. After you get done, you hope that everything went good with it. Like, oh, did I make sure I hit the record? But I'm going to take my phone. I'm going to log into my live stream here and kind of kick back for a minute. There we go. Hope that everything went good. Oh, yeah, here we go. Who we got out here tonight? Hey, let's jump back here. Well, I got my reading done, so tomorrow I will edit that. It'll sound really nice by the time I get done with it. And I don't know that I was going to read. I'll save that for tomorrow. I'm probably going to read a little bit more in Laissez, Bon Temps Rouler. Book about a Cajun man who loses his crawfish farm due to the Gulf oil spill. I definitely appreciate you guys coming out Get myself a like on the phone. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's taking the ability for people to just to click on icons and go to channels like that. That's a bit not sure what to think about all that. You know. Let's see what we look like here. Yeah, I got me a new computer coming for the studio back here, and I'm hoping to be able to stream in 720p. I feel like I should be able to do it, but I've obviously got something wrong somewhere in some settings, but we'll definitely work that out. Check, 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 check. Yeah, maybe like if a lot of people come, I don't know why they come in and watch my lives, replays on my lives, and I figure I need to have some value there for people to go back and watch, and I think that in the future we'll even have the ability to edit live streams if you want them to, as far as cutting out like dead space and other things like that, or even repurposing that content perhaps. But yeah, a lot of changes going on with everybody being cooped up at home. I think that right now YouTube is just, their servers are overloaded, and not only overloaded, but a lot of people that work for YouTube are stuck at home themselves. So just I'd be patient right now. If anything, I mean, if you have a video taken down, I would probably say just go ahead and uh, just appeal, because probably it had nothing to do with your end. But yeah, you guys just keep pushing forward. I'm watching a lot of talented people out there right now. And I know we're all concerned with things going on, and family, friends, loved ones. Just be patient out there with people right now, and know that there's a lot of suffering in the world. A lot of people in some tough places right now. And just, keep your positive thoughts, positive affirmations in your life. Check, 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 check. Test, 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 test. I think I'm pretty good there.